Thank you, Madam Speaker. October 7th was a tragic day for Israel, for the Jewish people, for the entire peace-loving world. Each of us, we watched in horror. As children, the elderly, even Holocaust survivors were stolen, beaten, and slaughtered at the hands of Hamas. Madam Speaker, these attacks, they're not just another conflict on the other side of the world. The impact is being felt throughout the country, including Ontario. The Ottawa family of Audie Vital Capone, a 33-year-old Israeli Canadian, is reeling from her senseless murder simply because she was Jewish. By all accounts, Audie was a beautiful person with a warm soul. She was an amazing mother, 2 boys, a 4-year-old and a 4-month-old that will not have a mother now because the terrorists went and killed her. She had her whole life ahead of her, and it's so tragic and so unfair. Sadly, there are others. 6 Canadians in Israel are now confirmed dead in the Hamas attacks. 2 Canadians are still missing, and families worrying about their loved ones in Gaza. We must condemn Hamas and Hamas's heinous and terror attacks. Acts of terror that have brought turmoil to the region, acts of terror that are using innocent Palestinians as human shields. Do you believe that, Madam Speaker? They're using Palestinians as human shields to go attack Israel and kill Israelis. Disgusting. This is no excuse, no justification for the horror we've seen. This is terrorism in its darkest form. We must be clear, Israel has an absolute right to defend itself and its citizens. We must stand firm in our support for Israel and the Jewish people, both abroad and at home, here in Ontario and across Canada. Our Jewish friends and neighbours face the constant threat of violence. It's another painful reminder of the work left to do to stomp out the cancer of anti-Semitism once and for all. It's why our government is investing over $25 million through our Anti-Hate Security and Prevention Grant to address the rise of hate against religious and minority groups, including anti-Semitism and Islamophobia. It's why our government is investing $150,000 to support the new Toronto Holocaust Museum. And it's why, through our great Minister of Education, it's why we've mandated Holocaust education in our schools. We cannot hope for a better future if we forget the past. And we cannot hope for a better future if we lose sight of who we are and who we aspire to be. No one in Ontario should ever be targeted because of their faith. No one in Ontario should ever be afraid to pray to their God. So, Madam Speaker, today I stand in this House and call on everyone in Ontario to remember who we are as a province: peaceful, tolerant, and respectful. No more than ever, Ontario's Jewish community needs our support, and I always say we will always have their backs. They need to be reminded of the best of us. They need to be reminded that there's far more that unites us than divides us. And what unites us, Madam Speaker, is rejecting brutal acts of terror from Hamas and other terrorists around the world. As we stand firm in the support of Israel, We pray for the safety of all innocent people. Hamas's, its actions, and unrelenting dedication to terror show no regard for human life, Israeli or Palestinian. Now more than ever, we wish for lasting peace and freedom for everyone in the region, and that can only be achieved by defeating the terrorist group Hamas for the good of Israel and the Palestinian people, for the good of all humanity. May God bless the memory of those we've lost. May He bring home those who were stolen. And may God bless the people of Israel. Thank you.